Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we've got your HCC news and information for the next half hour. It's Tuesday, February the 6th. Hard to believe we're already in February. Valentine's Day is coming up next week. We're always giving you good ideas of places to go. Well, today it's Tasty Tuesday. We've got a guest joining us shortly about that. Benji is my co-host this morning. Benji, Valentine's Day is next week, right? And I know you and your girlfriend do a lot of stuff. I just want to make sure you're on notice that next week is Valentine's Day.
Yes, I'm already going through the struggle of finding what to get, what's the perfect gift. And not only that, but this month for me it's my girlfriend's birthday, Valentine's Day, and our anniversary. So gotta take
Wow.
care of three things in 1 month.
You better, I would suggest go get three cards now, so that at least you got that out
Mhm.
of the way. The gifts,
Exactly.
you'll run across something, but you need to, I'll give you a little hint here. You need to make sure you get reservations if you're going to take her out on Valentine's night, because it's crazy. Just like, oh, let's go get something to eat. You're going to be standing in line forever. You're going to be making her wait, and it's not going to be good.
Okay. Okay. And maybe we have a suggestion here later on in the show, right? But
Maybe, very,
yeah.
very possibly could. We
Mhm.
want to thank everyone watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every morning. HCC is in session Mondays through Fridays, live at 10 a.m. Benji, they can also catch us anytime in social media and on our cable channel.
Yes, we are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV, our own TV channel, where you can catch the rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay, so Benji, we were talking about ideas for Valentine's Day on where to eat. Well, for Tasty Tuesday, we're welcoming a Montrose institution. They've been around since 1982. Everybody loves them. One of my favorite places to go, La Mexicana Restaurant. Zulema Gonzales joins us. She's the GM over there, and she's our Tasty Tuesday guest. Good morning, Zulema.
Good morning. How are you? Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. We're looking forward to talking with you and hearing about all the great things at La Mexicana. I heard you guys just had an award for your menudo as well, right?
Yeah, our menudo is well known, and it's been rated best menudo several times in Houston over the different blogs and
Right.
magazines and things that are out there. And we've been making it the same for probably the past 40 years or so. And it's really good. It's good.
Well,
We
we're
only
looking
served it on the weekend for a while, but now it's every day.
now it's every day. Okay, we're going to talk more about that and some
Okay,
other things coming up in a few minutes. So I'll be with you in about 10 minutes. But right now,
sure.
Benji has a special guest, and Benji, you're going to be talking uh, about student events across the district.
Yes, we got Jana. Let's begin with the event we're having today at the Lunar Day. Tell us about that, Jana.
Yeah, today Coleman is hosting Lunar New Year on campus, where we're going to have some wonderful Asian food, some music, and really some horoscopes laid out so people can figure out what their Chinese Asian New Year horoscope is and everything. It's just a lot of fun for the students. All the different campuses will be hosting Lunar New Year throughout the next week.
Yeah, and Jana, I'm so sorry I didn't formally introduce you. Let me tell everybody you are the Student Life Program Coordinator at HCC Coleman College for the Health Sciences, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and so great thing we're having that Lunar Year celebration, and across the district, students take advantage of the Recipe for Success workshops. Tell us about those.
Yes, that is a collaboration with the tutoring department, academic success centers, and those are all online workshops that help students to succeed in and outside the classroom. And we offer them almost every week, and there's a different topics for all of them.
Okay. Also tomorrow is Career Services Workshop with International Services, right?
Yes, that is with our career services, and we are getting with the International Student Services office, Nithi, and he will be talking about if international students can work or not while they're here and taking classes, and how that actually works with their visa and everything.
Okay. Yeah, which is weird because a lot of people think that with the student visa, you could probably work, but there's some restrictions there, right?
There's quite a few restrictions, which surprised me the first time we hosted it. It's very interesting. If anybody works with students and wants to hire students, this is really something that they should be aware of.
Okay. Okay. And then next Tuesday, everybody will be focused on Mardi Gras. So what do you have planned for that?
Oh my gosh. For Mardi Gras, we are having some music. We are having our students voted to have cupcakes. Their favorite place is Ooh La La. So, instead of king cake, they really wanted Ooh La La cupcakes because they love them. And then we're also doing lunches of love through our Student Government Association, where they're decorating lunch bags and then taking them to give to a nonprofit so that they can packs student meals, kids meals in them. And then our radiography will be out selling chocolate candy also to raise funds for their upcoming conference. So it's a
Awesome.
big day.
Awesome. What are these Ooh La La cupcakes? I want to know about those. I mean, everybody
It's
loves
this
them apparently.
company that's, that's one that's, we're allowed to use. And the company's Ooh La La, they're out of Katy,
Mm.
and they have the best cupcakes. So when we tell our students, they're like, yes, ooh la la, they love them. They're huge.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, only the best for our students, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And also, this is Black History Month. What is Student Life doing to commemorate it?
There's so much going on for Black History Month. We're having a contest because the theme this year is all about culture and the arts. And so we have an online contest where students can submit their works of art online and win, I think, some different prizes. Each campus will also be doing on-campus events for the students with food, maybe t-shirts, some music and stuff. And ours is on the 20th. But yeah, they're going to be going on throughout the different colleges throughout the month.
Okay. And you also have a financial literacy series going on. Tell us about love and money. I know we've been talking about that throughout the month.
Yes. Well, it's all about how to talk about money with your partner. One of the top reasons people get divorced, break up, is they can't have that money discussion. They can't agree on the money. And so one of our financial advisors, Daniel Scholl, is going to be talking about how to have that hard conversation with your loved one, and how to really talk about that.
Okay. And I mean, and it seems like y'all have so many events going on. I mean, how does that for you? Like, what does that take in a day, to plan all these events out? How's
It
that?
does. It does. You have to have really good time management and plan everything out in advance. So we try to get it done before school starts, have everything set and start sending out stuff to communications and everything. So it's really about advanced planning and getting everything set in stone before the month. I have all
Sure.
my events set through the entire semester, and so do many of the other student life coordinators, so that we're just executing them as we come to them.
Yeah, and let's tell our students, a lot of people, when they think HCC, they think, oh, I'm just gonna go get my classes done and then leave. But we have stuff for these students to do in campus or events outside of school where they can meet up with their friends or colleagues, anything like that, right? This is what that's meant for to
Yes, we're here about retention. We want them
yeah,
to enjoy their time while they are here at HCC. We want to help them prepare for class, help them study. And, that's what our recipes for success is. We want them to
mhm.
be successful and feel connected to HCC.
Yeah, and there's also things like those contests you were saying where sometimes they add up to be money for scholarships, just some extra cash to have around, and that's what makes it fun, right?
Yes, we do like to give out gift cards.
Okay, okay, there you go. See, well, thank you so much, Jana Vise. She is the Student Life Program Coordinator for the HCC Coleman College for the Health Sciences, and we'll have all of your info on the post after the show. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you both. As we mentioned, Benji, it's Tasty Tuesday. We're going to take you out to a Montrose institution. Zulema Gonzales joins us again. She's the general manager of La Mexicana Mexican Restaurant. It's also our Tasty Tuesday guest. Good to see you, Zulema. Thanks for being here. Let's talk a little bit about the history of La Mexicana, because from what I'm understanding, it began as a grocery store at first.
Yes, that's correct. So it was a grocery store, and it actually had been a grocery store since the 50s. But back then it was called the Studemont Superette, and it was owned by a couple, a husband and wife, and they had it as a small grocery store. And then in about the 60s, late 60s, another family took it over, and they're the ones that changed it to La Mexicana. And they turned it in. It was still a grocery store, but they turned it into more of like a Mexican carniceria, meat market.
Right.
And then of course, when my family took over, when my parents took over in 82, they kept the name La Mexicana, and it was pretty much turnkey. Like, you know, they did the deal, and the next day they just opened up the doors because it was already a business. It was already an up and running business.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's kind of the beginning of it.
And it has grown to what it is now. I mean, you guys have outdoor seating, a patio now, covered patio, I might add, covered awnings. And when you come in, because I know a lot of times you'll go there and there may be a little bit of a wait, and you've got covered awning where people can go out and have a margarita and wait to get in and all that stuff. And it seems like such when you really go in the place, it does seem like a family-owned operation, from the waiters and to the people behind the scenes. Describe how, I guess, it has that family atmosphere. The family's still very involved with it today?
Yes. So like I said, my parents are the owners, and they are still very much involved with the business. Myself and my siblings, I have a brother and a sister. We all also work here and help operate the business. And I mean, it feels like a family place because it is a family place.
Right.
And, we're accessible. You see my parents walking around. They're very visible. You can approach them. They're happily shake your hand. And they've seen almost the majority of our customers. I would say 70-80% of our customers have seen me and my siblings. We grew up here, literally grew up here. And so
I learned today because you're joining us from a location in your office, and I didn't realize you had office spaces at the restaurant as well.
Yes, we do. So the back part of the restaurant is a house. And the family that first owned it in the 50s, they were called the Garlands, Mr. and Mrs. Garland. They raised their family in this house.
Wow.
And they raised their family in this house. It had a kitchen, it had bedrooms, it had everything. And so when my parents took over, eventually we made it into the offices and stuff. And if you see it from the outside, you can see that it has an outside facade, like a house. It looks like a house on the outside. Mm-hmm.
Tell us about, obviously the cuisine. I know it very well. A lot of our staff knows it very well because we go there all the time. But tell us, for people who are watching, like a bit about your cuisine. Some say Tex-Mex, authentic. How would you describe it?
Well, I say we're both. Okay. We're authentic. Absolutely. We have authentic dishes that you will not find in many restaurants. Of course, we have carne guisada, which everyone knows, but it's our recipe. It's a northern Mexican style carne guisada. We have menudo, we have nopales, which is cactus, and then our breakfast, which is a huge part of our menu. We have many things on there that, that you're going to find in any Mexican restaurant. Now, this is Houston, and we love our Tex-Mex. And so when people started to come eat, of course they wanted the yellow cheese, and they want the sour cream, and they want the Tex-Mex. So of course we wanted to, in order not to alienate any customers, so we put our spin on what we felt was Tex-Mex on our authentic dishes. So and then of course I always like to say, well, authenticity or authentic Mexican food is so subjective because everybody has their opinion on what authentic is. And really, I mean, there's room for all of it. And but we're just happy that people love our food so much.
Well, I always can tell something when I go into a Tex-Mex or a Mexican restaurant. From the moment I get there, from the chips and salsa, and you
Okay.
guys got it down. You get two types of salsas, and the chips are incredible. But
Thank you.
what I love, my favorite thing there, and you guys have it on the menu, or the only place I've got it on there,
Okay.
is the chicharrones tacos.
Yes, absolutely.
I get them for when I come there. I don't eat meat, but I do when I come to your place. I'll get a shrimp or something like that. But I'm not going to pass up every time I'm there. If it's for
You get
brunch
the
or
chicharrones.
for dinner, I always get the chicharrones tacos. And that's
Yes.
something really just found at your place. And if people come there, they don't just have to go sit at a table and get food. You have a full lunch counter or, hot bar where they can go get what they want if they just want to take it home.
Of course. So that's when we first started, we had the lunch counter and that steam table, and we had all the meats on there, all the guisadas that you see, the carne guisada and the chicharron and the rice and the beans. In the mornings, it's breakfast. And so that's how it kind of started with expanding from a grocery store into a restaurant. And
Right.
so what happened is that my mother, she said, well, let me start making tacos, to get more people to come in. And so that's how the steam table kind of started. And of course, slowly we grew into, the grocery store started going away and the aisles were slowly leaving. We added more tables, but we just always wanted to keep the steam table there because, well, it's nice to see,
Yeah.
and it brings the eye to it, and people just love to see all the different cuts of meat and the different sauces, and and it's nostalgic too. So
Absolutely. How did you guys fare during COVID? I know you did a lot of takeout.
So COVID, it was rough. Sure, yeah. It was rough. It was rough for everybody, and I feel like a lot of attention was put on restaurants and how restaurants were doing during COVID. We did okay. We did okay. So sure, of course, closing our dining rooms is a huge hit. A huge hit. But we've always done to-go food. So that was not something new for our customers, for us to transition to solely. And also our customers already knew all about our to-go food. And so we already had the containers, we already had the utensils, the bags, everything like that. And but I will say this, every single day we were changing something. Let's put a table here. No, let's take the table away. Okay, let's block this door and let's close this door. And then but we did okay. We did not lose any staff whatsoever.
That's incredible.
We retained everybody. We thankfully got some PPP loans. We gave everyone raises. That's and we did okay. We did okay, knock on wood. And we just feel very grateful to the customers that really stuck with us.
Well, it's comforting that your restaurant is still here, still thriving, still an institution, because there's so many places in the Montrose. It's changing so dramatically. Has your customer base changed? Are you seeing a lot of the people that have been coming there for years, and then also new people? What changes have you seen with the neighborhood?
Oh, God. Many changes, of course. So, I grew up here along with my siblings. And then myself, I've been working here since I graduated from college. I've been working here for the past 22 years, directly next to my parents, next to my dad. And the neighborhood changes constantly. All the old buildings leave and people, and new things get built up. And we have always we're constantly trying to stay relevant.
Yep.
Remodel the outside, put some new paint, change the decor, put in new flooring and things like that, because we want, it's for the customers.
Yeah.
It's for the customers.
You guys have increased your parking.
Yes, parking. And but the neighborhood, it's always changed. Our customers, we have very loyal customers. We have seen literally generations come through. And then, of course, the neighborhood is changing now. There's lots of young families in the neighborhood, and we're seeing them come in with their kids and their babies, and then Montrose is just so eclectic. You've got literally everyone in the neighborhood, And we just want to be welcoming to everybody.
Well, you certainly accomplished that. I know a lot of your
Thank you.
staff has been there for years, and
Yes,
it's good to
yes.
see the familiar faces when I go back in there. One final question, because we're running out of time. Do you guys have future plans? I mean, we talk about the neighborhood changing. What are your future plans for La Mexicana?
Okay, well, we recently just opened our first location outside of the original. It's called La Mex, and it's located in the stomping grounds on 34th Street in the Garden Oaks, Oak Forest area, and it's a fast casual version of La Mexicana. Same food, and just a scaled down version. The menu is a little bit smaller, but all the favorites that everybody knows. And we've been open for maybe 4 or 5 months now.
Oh, wow.
And
Check that out.
yeah, yes, absolutely. And the stomping grounds itself is a very unique center.
Oh,
It's got a big green open space, and it's really cool. And there's lots of great restaurants in that center too. And so we've been working on that very hard, trying to get integrated into the neighborhood, into the community. And but this is the first time that I open a restaurant. So, and that we, try to do an expansion, and of course it comes with its challenges and its learning experiences. And but it's been really great, and the neighborhood has been very welcoming for us. And so we'll see where it takes us.
Well, Zulema, we appreciate you joining us this
Thank
morning.
you.
Looking forward to it. I got to get out there. I was talking about it
Okay.
last weekend
Yeah.
with some friends. Hey, we got to go to La Mexicana. So
Okay,
definitely
please
headed there
do.
this
Always
weekend.
welcome. Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Thank you,
Thank
Zulema.
you.
We
Thank
appreciate our
you.
Tasty Tuesday guest. We'll have all of your information in our post after the show. All right, Benji. So there you go. There's an idea for you and your girlfriend.
We're probably have to visit
Valentine's
the new
Day, La
location and
Mexicana.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're always giving you good ideas, Benji. Write them down. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Got a few announcements we're going to go through before we wrap up today's show. One of them, vocal masterclass, Dr. Eric McCluskey. He is the professor of voice and opera at Lamar University. He'll be giving a masterclass to HCC vocal students. It's Lamar's collaborative pianist, Dr. Michael McAndrew, will also provide accompaniment for the students. It's 2 to 4 p.m., Friday, February the 16th, HCC's Northwest Spring Branch Performing Arts Center Theater. It's free, no registrations necessary. Check our post after the show. And Benji, if you want to learn how to dance and really impress your girlfriend, then they've got some classes going on at Spring Branch.
Yes, get your dancing shoes on. Community learning. Children, teens, and adults can learn all types of dance, from tap to jazz, from ballet to belly dancing, and more, through May at the Spring Branch campus. Check out our post after the show for more info. I will definitely learn the belly dancing. I need to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good for you. We're just going to leave that right there. All right. I want to skip down for the sake of time, talk about our Eagle Promise program. Eligible students have until September 30th to apply for the Eagle Promise program. If grants and scholarships don't cover the cost of a degree or certificate at HCC, Eagle Promise dollars will. This includes tuition, fees, and a book allowance of up to $500 each semester. Check our post after the show for more information. And we are enrolling right now, Benji, for the second start, which is not that far away. It's going to start February the 12th, as a matter of fact.
Yes, it is. And HCC's 16-week spring classes have already begun, like you said, but we have the second start classes that begin on February 12th. All courses are either in person, online, or hybrid. We have all the options for you. To learn more about HCC program start dates and options to cover costs, visit hccs.edu/apply. Again, that is hccs.edu/apply.
And one quick thing I'll mention as well, Benji, if you are planning on enrolling, you need to take information sessions. They tell you all about the steps you need to take. Because enrolling in college is a big step, and we're here to support you. Virtual sessions are available. Our admission advisors provide guidance on applications, financial aid, career pathways, international advising, and all other student support services. Check the post after the show. No registration registrations required, and it's also required if you're going to enroll at HCC. So check our post after the show for more info. Okay, coming up, HCC Lifestyle and Culture is now coming to Up to the Minute with host Andrea Bonner, bringing the best of the best from the Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. They're going to be on our show bi-monthly. Tomorrow, we'll welcome a chef from the culinary program. And HCC's financial aid department is offering free tax prep help later this month because, you know, we're in tax season right now. It's for students, staff, and faculty. We'll host the guy who's doing it all that tomorrow. So you can get your taxes done tomorrow, Benji, if you like. Watch the show. And now you know where to take your girlfriend for Valentine's Day. You just got to buy the gifts now, right? Because it's her birthday and your anniversary.
That's the hard thing, but we'll see.
February's gonna be.
She deserves everything, but
yeah,
my wallet doesn't have everything. So,
well, at least you get it all over with in February.
But yeah, that's one of the things. But you know, but here she is, like, well, I'm okay with one gift. I was like, no, you need 3.
Oh, I know what she wants is that one gift. I know what she's wanting.
Yeah.
Maybe a little ring on her finger.
Yeah, one of those.
That might be what she's wanting, Benji. All right, read between the lines, buddy. All right, thanks for being here, Benji. We'll see you next week. Tomorrow, we will be back live at 10 a.m. on Up to the Minute.